श्यामलावर्तालिबाला समेत श्रीललिताम्बिकायै नमः। श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। svargApavargadA shuddhA japApuShpanibhAkRitiH ओजोवती द्युतिधरा यज्ञरूपा प्रियव्रता। svargApavargadA. svargApavargadA. So we talked about the three vargas, which is dharma, artha, kama. Moksha is the apavarga. So she gives both svarga and the apavarga. So what is svarga? So the svarga is a place. When I talked about Swaha Devi, I talked about svarga. Svarga is a place where one gets sukham, which doesn't have any dukkha sparsha. So there's nothing like a thing called sadness in a place called svarga. That is svarga. So she gives the svarga to those who have done punya. So if you take pavargas, pavarga, pa, pa, bha, bha, ma. Pa stands for papa punya, pa stands for phalam, ba stands for bandham, bha stands for bhayam, and ma stands for maranam. So these are pavargas. Apavarga is moksham. So the consequence of punyam is svarga, where there is no dukkha. And once you have exhausted your punya, you then come back to Martya Loka or wherever, depending on what you do in Svarga. So svargApavargadA. So she gives both Svarga and Apavarga. What is Apavarga here? Moksha. And that moksha can be defined in several ways. It can be in Manidvipa, Samipya sthiti or Sahujya sthiti. Samipyam is living in Manidvipam, right? Sahujyam, becoming one with her, one. So Jiva Brahma Aikyam. Svarga Apavargada. Shuddha. Shuddha means pure. Why are they used shuddha for here? Shuddha here means she is pure in the sense that she doesn't have any doshas or sins, unlike us, right? So the papas or the punyas that we have done, as a result of that, we are in this sharira. So we got sthula, sukshma, karana sharira. We got the karma vasanas. We got this upadhi, and we have to do this lokayatra, which is a consequence of the papa. In other words, we are not shuddha. So she is shuddha. So no sins or no dosha, and she is trigunatita. So she is beyond the sattva, rajo, and tamoguna, which again contradicts the earlier name Trigunatmika. So she is Trigunatmika, she is there in all three gunas. At the same time, she is Triguna Atita. So she is beyond the Trigunas. Again, this is a Upanishad kind of extolling that knowledge in Upanishads. Shuddha. And I'm sure quite a few of them may have chanted or sang the Namapa Ramayanam, in which the first name starts shuddha Brahma Parat Pararam. Shuddha Brahma Parat Pararam. So the first word in that is shuddha. Shuddha is pure. Dosha Rahita, Papa Rahita, Apapa. So that is what it means, shuddha. So may she purify us. In other words, take all the sins out and the doshas out. japApuShpanibhAkRitiH. japApuShpanibhAkRitiH. What is japApuShpa? japApuShpa is a red colored flower, which is essentially here referring to hibiscus flower, the red colored hibiscus flower, because she is Sarva Aruna Anavadhyangi, so she is red color head to toe. So she is being compared to the japApuShpanibhAkRitiH. Akriti is form, so she is that red complexion like hibiscus flower. That is the basic Rupa Vaibhava meaning for it. So what's the deeper meaning to it? What is Pushpa? Pushpa is a flower, and flower is flower has got quite a few qualities. Pushpa in particular has got several meanings. So one is its flower. Pushpa is also the Kubera's vehicle, Pushpaka Vimanam. So Kubera's Vimanam is called Pushpa. And Vikasam is the nature of flowers is to bloom, right? So japApuShpa here means, what is japa? Japa is mantra japa, right? So it could be nama japa, mantra japa, which is easy to do. And so essentially, if you do the japa of her name, nama japa or her mantra japa, like a flower, pushpa, it will eventually bloom. The flower of your mantra or nama japa will eventually bloom, and it will give you fruits. So in other words, although the results may not be immediate, if you continue to practice mantra japa and the nama japa of Devi Lalitambika or any deity or devata that you believe in, whatever name you want to give to that god, if you strongly believe in it and do the nama japa or the mantra japa, there will be siddhi, like a flower that will eventually bloom and give fruit. If not in this birth, in the next birth. japApuShpanibhAkRitiH. That is the deeper meaning of it. Japa. So that's why japApuShpa is hibiscus flower. Japa is mantra japa. Pushpa is Vikasana Shakti. So it's the mantra siddhi will eventually happen. Ojovati. 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 Again, there isn't an English equivalent word for Ojovati. Ojas. Ojas is 8 dhatu. So we talked about sapta dhatus, right? Tok, Mamsa, Rudira, Majja, right? When we talked about Dakini and the other devatas in the Vishuddhi Chakra, we talked about the sapta dhatus, Shukla dhatu and Majja dhatu. So Ojas is the 8th dhatu, and we also talked about Prana and Jiva as the 8th and 9th dhatu. We divided those 9 dhatus into Shiva dhatus and Shakti dhatus. So Ojas is the 8th dhatu, and this 8th dhatu is the main substrate, so to speak, based on which the other dhatus work. Ojas. So Ojas is the Moola dhatu. Moola dhatu is just like Moola Prakriti. It's the root dhatu based on which is the key thing that will ensure the other 7 dhatus function. The crude English word for Ojas is vitality, which is difficult to explain. Ojas. So vitality that you can see in some people, which is difficult to explain. So when you look at some people, they got a lot of energy. I don't know, energy again is a crude word. They got that kala within their face. right? So when somebody has got disease, for example, or they just recovered from physical illness, you can see the way they look. And then if you compare the same person to a year ago, they were full of energy and they were looking differently. So that difference between the state, that ojas, tejas, ojas, Tejovati did come when we talked about Tushti, Pushti, Mati, Dhriti. We talked about Tejovati. Ojo. In that Tejo, you get Ojovati, right? So Ojas is the Mula Dhatu, and may Ojovati ensure that we all have that Ojas Dhatu within us, Dyuti Dhara. Dhara. Dyuti Dhara. Dyuti is what you can call is the radiance, prakasha, kala. Kala is also a word. So if somebody has got kala, in a sense like it's a in Kannada or Telugu, we say, when you see somebody, they've got mukamlo kala undi. Mukamlo kala undi. What is that kala? It's again a difficult thing to explain. Dyuti Dhara. That dyuti or the kala in that person is because of the Devi Lalitambika or any Parabrahma Tattva there. That dyuti within everyone is her Dyuti Dhara. That vitality in that person. That's Dyuti Dhara is linked to the previous name, Ojovati. Yajna Rupa. What is Yajna? So she is in the form of sacrifice or Tyaga. Yajna is Tyaga or sacrifice, right? To Tyaga or sacrifice, that's what you do in Yajna. In Yajna, you give havis. So that can be ajyam, the ghee. So you do what? Indraya swaha idam na mama. So, so I'm offering this to you, Indra. Idam na mama. Idam na mama means this is not mine. So you are sacrificing ghee in that yajna. So in Homa or Havana, you're doing Dravya Tyaga. Dravya is the material that you use to do the Tyaga. So you are sacrificing ghee, or you're offering modak, or you're offering some other yajna dravya. You are offering into the sacrificial fire. And that is taken by Agni to the Devas, right? Devas, right? So it is said that one who doesn't sacrifice something in this world is not eligible for the fruit in return. So every day we take something from the Brahmanda, don't we, to sustain our body. So we nourish ourselves from all the food that is available. So all our acts are selfish, in the sense like it's either to enrich yourself, Atma, or to enrich the closed or loved ones, which is the Mama, Aham and Mama. So when you can sacrifice Aham and Mama, that is Aham Mama Tyaga. That is the ultimate sacrifice that you can do. That is the Bali, we talked about Bali, we talked about Bali Priya. So yajna rupa is not necessarily homa. The real yajna is giving up, sacrificing aham and mama. So one who doesn't sacrifice, so which is why our ancestors place great importance to nitya karmas, including homa, where one has to sacrifice, because based on that the devas and the entire brahmanda operates on sacrifice. So somebody sacrifice, one person sacrificing to the other. So the prana koti, the all the living beings that are in this brahmanda are dependent on annam. Annam is not necessarily rice. Annam is the food that nourishes the living beings, which in turn is dependent on parjanya, which is the rain, and that parjanya or rain is dependent on yajna, or the havana or the homa, and that yajna is dependent upon karma, which has to be done by the living beings, and that karma is done through Vedas. And so that is the adana pradana system that is based on which brahmanda works. So she is yajna rupa. So svargApavargadA shuddhA japApuShpanibhAkRitiH-Lalitha Dyutidara yajna rupa. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha.